Hey guys, Wraith calling. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're in Arctic region, and this is Wilkesy, one of my clan mates, and he's paired up with a couple other guys. Bad, Ricky's there, and of course Psycho Pooch's always in the background somewhere. He's playing light tank today. So this this is a Type 59. It's a Tier 8 premium Chinese tank, and it is a Tier 8 game. And it's a standard battle. And one of the favorites of the channel because he sends me replays pretty regularly, and Wilksy's actually a pretty decent player, so having him send replays is usually better than what I've got to show you, so I figured why not? I'll throw some of his games up there occasionally. If you guys have any replays you want to throw my way, you can always send me a message here, or hit me up my Facebook page, and we'll see what we can do. So he comes up here to this side of the map, and actually I haven't played Arctic Circle in a while. But he's going to be fairly aggressive. He's going to push all the way, I think all the way up to this first corner. See if he can't get into a hold down position. So the Type 50, T58, Type 58, I'll get it out right eventually, has got very good turret armor. It's very similar play style to a T59. Now there's another one. It's not something he wants to see because the gun on this is not quite up to the challenge necessarily. And you notice he loads APCR right away, the gold ammo. There's a Snarvin behind him, puts one through the upper plate. He does have help behind him, so I don't know how much help this light thing's going to be. But yeah, give him points for Makja, I guess. The Carnarvon's not going to have a problem penning the Carnarvon. The front armor on it's not very good. Fodderman does have very good armor. 234 is not what he wants to see either, because that's got a very good gun also. Wilson got himself in a bit of trouble. He's got guys behind him backing him up. They haven't really made too much of an appearance so far. But what he does have going for me, he has outstanding turret armor. That's not quite as good as what you can see on the T54, but it is very good. And against the Tier 8s, it's very solid, very reliable turret armor. You see he's bouncing shots after shots off the front of the turret. And this person who give him the side, you see how he shoots underneath that cheek plate there. The cheek plate actually is considered, I believe it's considered to be spaced armor. So shoot underneath it, and it's just like a regular person. Of course, he is shooting APCR, so it's going to go through most things at this tier like pretty well. Slips that on, 131, so puts a tracking shot into him, pins him in place. So Wilkesy will get all the assist damage from having this guy pinned. Puts another hit into him, someone finishes him off. He's actually in a very strong position. Now his gun's not the best gun for these guys here that are hold down in front of him. But he's playing defensive because, well, he's got a history a little bit. He's looking for weak spots. The turret has the top of the turrets, just thinks he's looking for. The Carnarvon's now a one hit. He still hasn't done anything to the fatherland, but it's a very tough nut to crack. So is the T-34. Trying to get the cheeks of the T-34. Bounces off the side of the turret as he turns the turret at the last minute. One of the guys is making a push in the KV-5. KV-5 is a very strong tank. Tracks the T-34, again pins him in place, gets a little assistance bonus out of it. Maybe get a shot at the lower plate, finishes him off. Fodderman is still back there doing with the... trying to hit the front pipe. Now the Fodderman's armor layout's similar to the IS-3. He's got a pipe nose you see there, and he puts one underneath the pipe nose in a little triangle. It's the front lower plate. The Fodderman looks like he's a bit lost. That's what he needs to be doing. He's taking fire from a couple of the sides here. Wilkes puts another hit into his side. He jumps down in water against the knife. Somebody kills. Somebody does pick him off. And all these dead tanks here lets him get hauled down again, which is not a bad thing for Wilkesy. Of course, I think it was Carl's band in the KV-5. There's a 12T back there in the background he's shooting at. And he's still fairly held down here. He doesn't have a lot of gun depression to work with, so it's kind of very situational as far as where he can get. But there are spots, just little low dips in the road. Puts one in the butt of the 12T, finishes him off. There are little spots and little low spots in the road, but don't look like you get hold down, but these low slung Russian tanks you can get hold down on. Now he's out of APCR, so he's throwing his standard armor piercing rounds, which isn't too much of a problem against the AMX CDC. And there's a waffle back there, and I thought there was a Borson back there. I'm not quite sure. The CDC is pretty fragile. got a very good rate of fire, so notice Wilkesy backs off. He's playing to his strengths, not the CDC strength. And the strength of the CDC is the rate of fire and excellent gun depression, so he's not going to sit there and trade shots. He'll lose that battle. So he fires, pull back some cover, before reloads before he puts his face back out there again, taking a shot at the CDC, kind of limiting the rate of fire advantage the CDC would have.
Got an enemy here. Target locked.
It's an AFK Centennial. Takes a big hit from Ramadan Borsig. We find a better fire position. Can't quite get a shot on him from where he's at. No, he's just got the very top of the commander task to shoot at. But if he can get some damage. So even this AFK tank will do some good. It will still spot other tanks and still light them up. So getting rid of him is not a bad idea if he's going to spot anybody in the cap circle. But looks like most of those guys in front of him cleared out.
Bounced right off it.
He just skipping rounds off. Wilkesy finally gives up and decides to be reasonable again, and will go hunt the real tanks. They're still alive and kicking. I can give Wilkesy a hard time, so I'm not claiming it. So it's part of the rules of engagement.
They found us. Focus on this location.
There's the MX CDC, which is a one-hit. There's a T-34 one behind him there, which is another tier at premium. Teams still 8 to 7, still very well split. That one does hit and go through. Wilksy's only got 8 rounds of AP left.
Penetration.
There's still plenty back. Half the enemy team is still out there floating around. He's actually getting some good hits in. It's not like he's wasting ammo. He's getting the most out of the ammo. It's just this tiny little sliver. Of course, I say that. Oh, it takes another big hit from T-28. That finishes him off. It was a one hit. Fortunately, now Wilksy's a one hit. Goes back to play peekaboo again with the AFK Centennial. Finishes him off. Time to go hunting other targets. Now the team is now 10 to 7. They're winning fairly well. They can still lose this because it's World of Tanks and anything is possible, and teams do stupid stuff sometimes. I can't quite see what that tank destroys in the background.
The enemy knows our location. You've got 5 shells left. Make them count.
I got old man eyes. So the CDC is still there, but now he's got to be really careful against CDC because he also has a very good gun with very decent penetration and does not take a whole lot of damage to fix Wilkesy off. You notice he's only got 5 rounds left, 3 armor-piercing rounds and 2 HE rounds. So he's kind of playing conservatively. Yep, that's another T-28 in the background. I thought it was a T-30. I gotta look at the table list and tell you what it is. So he's kind of he's safe here, but unfortunately he's kind of stuck in a position. Being low health like he is, he takes a big gamble come out and trying to engage these guys. So him sitting here is not bad, but he can't be much help to the team right now. And the concern is if he pulls out that AMX CDC, sticks his nose out, and could quickly finish off Wilkesy. See, Gary just got taken out, so Wilkesy's the last of the platoon still floating around. The D-28 prototype. Wilkesy's trying to back off, I guess, get unspotted, get a little distance between himself and the AMX CDC. Put a little room in between them now so we can run and actually help the other guys. Alright, makes the turnaround and you know, sometimes I wonder if Wilkesy watches too many of my videos because that's surely something I would do. And I don't know if he's was already a little bit into the whiskey bottle already tonight playing tanks with the boys. It's hard to say. Oh, Wilkesy. You know, it is what it is. What can you say? You know, part of that's physics. I don't necessarily think that fall should have killed him, but apparently it was just enough to do just enough to finish him off. Now, if the enemy's team is paying attention, they'll know Wilkesy killed himself. If they're not paying attention, they still may think they have a tank over here. Now he follows up. There's an IS-3, Tiger Hammer. And there is It's one of the new M51 Super Shermans. Kind of rolls through the list. There's the I-3, there's the hammer. What looks like a low as well. Maybe been the other heavy. The Tiger's got about half health. This is a very good gun. This game is not lost. There's the MX-CDC. Kind of backing away. I'm not sure why the hammer's backing away. I guess maybe just trying to change his angle a little bit. Get a slightly different position to sit. Now he's pulling outside on, and that's not something I necessarily would recommend doing, especially at this point in the game, because it's flat on your armor there. And yep, you're still dead, Wilkes. Sorry, dude. So he's basically pulling out sideways, and it kind of will negate the effect of his armor. The CDC's squared up against him. So I don't know anything about the player currently, this Surge. So maybe he doesn't have very many tanks, or maybe he hasn't a whole lot of practice playing it, but it is what it is. Can't always count for the green team. I'll assume he's a relatively new player and has not learned the hard way about tank wrangling. And so oh, there goes Super Sherman. Now this is getting desperate. So now it's just our hammer. He's the only guy left. I'll assume the hammer driver is a relatively inexperienced player. Having watched a little bit of this replay, does not side scrape and make the best use of the armor for the Tiger. And this would apply for the Tiger 1, the hammer, or the 131. All have very almost identical armor profiles. So you see he's squared up to the enemy area, and you don't want to square up with the Tiger, especially when you're not at the top tier. Where he's at right now is a much better angle, but he kind of over angles a little bit. And probably what I would do if I were him was actually put my front plate toward that wall on his right hand side scrape off of it a little bit better. Probably about here, so he kind of can be still hold down and kind of protect his just exposed part of his turret. But I think he overexposes himself way too much here at this point. Now the angle's still not bad, but I think against the guns he's facing, it's not the best position for him to be in. He needs to be nosed into that wall a little bit and side scrape out against it. Take a shot and push forward against it. Now he doesn't know where the other tank destroyers at. It's not been spotted, not been showing up for a long time. But yeah, I know what she's wanting to check back there as well. But the hammer's not the most agile of tanks, and certainly not compared to the other two Tigers that are in the game. No, it's a little too flat. Now the reason why this may not be is a little risky is because since the Borzig, it doesn't matter what angle you've got, the Borzig gun is very, very, very good and just finishes them off. So unfortunately, this ends up in a defeat for the green team and my clanmates. But Wilkesy, hell of a game. High caliber, mastery. So he's got 2 marks, 174,000 credits, 5,300 damage, 1,700 assists, 1,400 base XP, 3 kills. That's a very good game. It's a shame it turned out the way it did. He still may have been able to have an impact on the game, but hats off to well played game, Wilkesy. And you're almost a hero. And thanks for watching, guys. And as always, keep your powder dry.